right, we are on the air. All right, greetings everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the second of a four-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Steve here. People call me BW. That's short for the BirdWatcher, and welcome to the channel. Hello there, folks in Charm City chat, fellow birdwatchers arriving already here for today's ball game. Let me also say a big hello to those that might be new to my channel. Welcome on in. This is a channel dedicated to covering Orioles baseball live, play-by-play, every game all season long. We are 62 games in. We've got 100 games to go. Coming in today with a 40-22 record. Yes, I started this channel up in time for the 2024 season. The idea being I felt like we needed to represent a community online to follow Orioles action. There's a lot of people who like the Orioles scattered all over the world. Take me, for example, where I'm sitting right now. It's 2 minutes after 3 in the morning, and I love my Orioles, and I'm here to watch. So if you're like me, maybe you don't have a way to watch the game or listen to it on the radio or what have you. Maybe you just prefer to watch it along with other people. Well, you can do it right here, okay? I got you covered. So today, we got Kyle Bradish on the mound, thankfully. This was some news that was giving a lot of Oriole fans anxiety for the past week or so. Bradish sort of his health status up in the air. Well, he's on the mound today. That's about as good of a news as you can hope for. And we'll be going up against Taj Bradley. Bradish has a 1-0 record, 3.18 ERA, a whip of 1.31, 28 1/3 innings. He has yet to give up a home run, but 14 walks. That is not good. That's one every other inning. Strikeouts are great, 40. Just got to get those walks down. And he had that one start where he was able to keep that pitch count down. Looked really good start to finish. Otherwise, typically in his starts, he gets in a little trouble with the pitch count and walking a couple too many people. That's why that whip is a little bit high. Taj Bradley, meanwhile, 1-3. We beat up on him about a week ago. He's got an ERA of 5.81 and a whip of $1.25. Pitched a couple less innings than Bradish, and he's given up 7 home runs already in that time. And folks, take a look down here. Today's lineups. Here's a look at what the Orioles have done against Taj Bradley in what appears to be maybe 2, at most 3 meetings in the past. And as you can see, a lot of success. Gunnar Henderson, 4 for 9, a homer. Ryan Mountcastle, 2 for 2, both home runs, 4 RBI. He's in the lineup today. Westburg's 2 for 2 with a home run. We've hit 5 home runs off of this guy just with the guys in our lineup, and 2 guys in our lineup haven't even faced him. So we've kind of got this guy's number. To be fair, even though Randy Arozarena's not having the greatest of seasons, he's had a couple of home runs in the past off Bradish. But, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get the game up over here. You can take a look at those lineups. I'll read over them here in just a minute. But right now we should be about 5 minutes away from first pitch, which means I want to make sure that the game is up without any issues. And right now, it's already a bad sign. It's a good thing I'm already looking. Folks, I guess this is maybe it's not a good time to tell you, because my lack of professionalism is on display right now. But do think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. We'll be following Orioles baseball all season long. We've already reached over 1,000 subscribers for a channel that's only been on for a couple of months, 2 months and a week, I guess, at this point. So yeah, consider it. It's free. There's no obligation, no commitment, no salesman will visit your home. You're just doing your part in helping to grow the channel. I am a little bit distracted while I'm talking. I apologize. but I am feverishly looking for a backup plan in case this one isn't working. Let's try this. Oh, it does appear we're going to get today's game with the Masson coverage. That's good. Little local coverage. There we go. Game is up. All right. There's Bradish. The Orioles are wearing their orange jersey tops on the road today. That much I can tell you. They're already going back into commercial. All right. Let's see. Audio looking okay. How am I sounding out there, folks? How you doing, Charm City chat? Let's see. Today's Orioles lineup is this. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play shortstop. Adley Rutschman will catch and bat second. Ryan Mountcastle will hit third and play first base. Ryan O'Hearn will be out in right field today in the cleanup spot. Anthony Santander will be the DH and bat fifth. Jordan Westburg will hit sixth and play third. Kyle Stowers is back in the lineup today out in left field. Connor Norby will be at second base, and Ced Mullins, despite his struggles, 0 for his last 19 or 20 at this point, I'd say. Really, really struggling, but he's going to be in the lineup today in the 9-hole. I'll be rooting for Ced to get on a couple of times today. For the Rays, Yandy Diaz will lead off and play first base. Brandon Lau will play second base and bat second. Randy Arozarena will be DHing and hitting third. Isaac Paredes, the cleanup hitter, at third base. Josh Lowe will be in right field, batting fifth. Jose Siri in center, batting sixth. Taylor Walls. I almost got through that sounding like a professional. Taylor Walls will bat seventh and plays short. Richie Palacios is in left field, batting eighth. And finally, is it Andy Jackson? I gotta click on this guy. I think it's Andy. Backup catcher, Alex. Sorry, Alex. I humbly apologize. If you weren't batting 047, maybe I'd remember your name. I apologize. Yeah, 2 for 43, folks. The Jackson Holiday. And they got their own Jackson, I guess, in this Rays lineup. 2 for 43. All right. Hey, I'm just kidding you, Jackson. You're going to be up here when you're ready. And once you're up, it'll be a nice long career for you, buddy. Right, so Charm City Chat, how are you doing? It's going to be another fun night for your boy, the BirdWatcher. 10 minutes after 3 o'clock in the morning here, going into Sunday. I tell you what, tonight's goal, let's try to have this ball game finish before you see sunlight coming in through my curtain behind me. That would be a good sign that this game doesn't go crazy long. We've got action already going on today around the league, including the London series, Mets and Phillies. I think that game was just about to wrap up right before I went on the air. Phillies, once again, looking like they're going to grab another victory. Gerald, how are you doing? Card, good to see you. Card, do you want your mod designation back, or how are you feeling? You comfortable just the way it is? I can just pop it back on for you. Up to you. How you doing, David? No word on Mateo, except that the 7-day stint should be wrapping up. I think today is the last day. So I would expect him to rejoin the club tomorrow. If he doesn't, that's pretty worrisome. Wow, the Rays have a very interesting uniform on. It's like a charcoal gray. Again, they're going with the Tampa Bay logo, the classic Rays. Well, not necessarily classic. I can't quite say that because their hat has a Ray design that I'm not even familiar with. It's got a purple bill, sort of a neon greenish and bluish color pattern. It's definitely, I don't know if it's their City Connects or what, but it's certainly, I don't know. It's it's an interesting uniform. Pink belts. And we're in Tropicana Field. There it is, folks. The glorious, aesthetically pleasing Tropicana Field. All right. Here we go. we're about to get started here. I failed to say hello to everybody in Charm City chat. I'll be doing it here when I get a chance. But for now, Taj Bradley on the mound. First pitch of the ball game to Gunnar Henderson. Here we go. It's high at 97 miles an hour. Henderson comes in today batting .264, 19 homers, 42 RBI. He went 1 for 5 in the first game of the series. And he takes a big cut and a miss on another fastball on the count 1-1. Next pitch is low and in. 2 balls, 1 strike to Henderson. We're just getting started here, folks. Come on in, grab a seat, grab a cold one, get some snacks. 2-1 pitch to Gunnar is swung on and missed. A pitch inside. Gunnar went after it. And the count now 2-2. Lots of base runners, lots of runs. I like the sound of that. Again, a lot of these Orioles who've had any chance to face Taj Bradley have had success. Here's a ball hit foul the opposite field. Into the stands. There's a one section, looks like about 10 seats across, that goes back maybe 30 rows, all orange-colored seats. Swing and a miss. Gunnar goes after a 98-mile-an-hour heater at the top of the zone and comes up empty to strike out to begin the ball game. So, yes, Orioles Birdland representing here at the Trop, taking over an entire section of the lower bowl in a sea of orange. Nice to see. All right, here's Adley Rutschman. And he takes a breaking ball up and away for ball 1. Adley comes in with a .301 average. He went 0 for 5. Still keeping that average over 300 coming into today. 12 homers, 43 driven in. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. A whiff. Taj Bradley going with the heater early and often here. 1-1 is another fastball, and again a swing and a miss from Rutschman on a pitch at the top of the zone on the outside corner. 1-2 on Adley. Mounty on deck. Saturday baseball, folks. In June. You gotta love it. The summer's here. There's a foul off to the left. That'll get back into the stands. Can't beat it, folks. Even if it is Tropicana Field, you can't beat an old day at the ballpark. The 1-2 to Rutschman is taken high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The coffee is nice and hot, and it's right at that perfect temperature for sipping. This pitch is low. All right, Adley, you're working the count full. Again, Mounty on deck. Here comes the payoff to Rutschman. This ball's hit foul off to the right, over into the bullpen area. We'll do it again. Just the second batter of the ball game, and we're about to see pitch number 14 from Bradley. And that one is called strike 3, and that is a tough call. That pitch was not only low, it was inside. And we're already getting we're already getting frustrated. I mean, it might have caught the bottom of the zone, but it was certainly inside. And Adley gets punched out. 2 down, nobody on. Hey, JJ, how you doing? Come on in. Good to have you, JJ. Two outs here for Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch is foul back. Again with the fastball from Bradley at 97. The Rays defense left to right in the outfield. Palacios, Siri, and Lowe. Paredes at third. Walls at short. Brandon Lau at second. Yandy Diaz at first. And Jackson behind the plate. 0-1 pitches swung on and missed. Again with the heater at 98 inside on Mountcastle. Mounty's hitting .281, and he's really been hot. 11 homers, 31 RBI. A lot of those RBI coming in the past week to 10 days. Helped out in part with another successful series up in Toronto. This one is fisted into right center field. That ball's going to bloop in there for a 2-out single. Ryan Mountcastle just using his might to will that ball into the outfield for a 2-out hit. All right, that'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn. He comes in batting .280. Bradley now pitching from the stretch. First pitch to O'Hearn is a fastball, and this one is going to be fouled back. 8 home runs and 20 RBI for O'Hearn. That 20 RBI, he's been hitting in the cleanup spot or somewhere a spot above or below for most of the games he's started, and yet his 20 RBI, probably the lowest among all the regulars. But he's still productive. He fouls this one back. The count is 0-2. That's why you play 162 games, folks. It all evens out in the end. Mountcastle is due to pick up the RBIs. He's starting to. Pretty sure O'Hearn will catch back up soon enough. 0-2 pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runner at first base. No score. Just getting started. Just sipping on some coffee. And the 1-2 is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ryan O'Hearn. And Bradley has now already thrown 21 pitches here in the first. So whether or not we score, we've had an effective inning at the plate, making Bradley work. Two pitch is hit in the air to left. O'Hearn was looking at it for a sec. This ball is going to be hit right down in the corner near the foul line and the 315 sign, just a couple of feet away from the foul pole down the left field corner. That's the 3rd out. All right. The Orioles are held in check. They did get a hit in the top of the first on a bloop by Ryan Mountcastle. He's left on. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the Rays coming to bat. All right, how you doing, everybody? Gerald, Parkery, let's go O's. Rob, definitely could. Soto is out again today. Is that true? Yankee lineup already posted? No Soto in the lineup tonight? I'd love a confirmation on that. The Yankees lost last night, folks. If you stayed with the BirdWatcher for last night's Orioles game, you got a little bit of bonus coverage. As I called the final, what was it? I guess 3 innings. The game went into the 11th. I think I picked it up in the bottom of the 8th. Nothing ball game between the Dodgers and Yankees. And hip, hip, hooray, the Dodgers with a 2-0 victory in extra innings to finally put an end to that Yankee win streak. I'll be rooting for L.A. again today. Don't you know? Baxter, how you doing? Melanie, how you doing, hon? Matt's back. Solo shots are nice. Any shot will do. We lead the league in shots. Rob, good to have you back. Watching the UFL right now. Biggins, hit the like button. Hey, thanks, Biggins. Yeah, Card, I forgot to read your response to, just popped in to be sure. Okay, Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Card. Hey, Country, thanks for giving me that feedback. Christina's back. How you doing, hun? Folks, we got Christina here. And who else? JJ's here for the moment. But we've got a couple of mods here in chat just to make sure Charm City chat is kept nice and charming. All right, Bradish is on the mound. First pitch of the game for him to Yandy Diaz is fouled away. This is the 7th start for Bradish. Just the one decision, a win. Next pitch to Diaz is chopped. That's going to be a tough play. And I did not do a good job of calling it. That ball was a comebacker in toward the pitcher's mound on the third base side. Bradish had a tough play the whole way, but he wasn't able to get to it cleanly. And Yandy Diaz is going to reach with an infield single. That was just, Westburg was playing too deep to come in himself. Pretty much a swinging bunt for a hit from Yandy Diaz to get the Rays started here in the bottom of the first. Here's Brandon Lau. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? This one's fouled away. Brandon Lau hitting .221. He's missed a significant part of the first third of the season on the injured list. Did not start in the first game of this series. 0-1 pitch to him is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gonna do my best to just keep an eye on Kyle Bradish today, just to make sure nothing looks strange or off. That last pitch was certainly way off target. Here's a breaking ball on the outside edge for a called strike. Nice little backdoor tailing action on that pitch. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brandon Lau. This is a check swing foul. Takes a bounce right on the plate. Goes behind the plate. Still 1-2 on Lau. There go the no-no. Everybody but Cal. Hey, you know, Tejada didn't really need a day off. This pitch is low and in. Barely. Looks like it caught the corner there, but Bradish does not get it. 2-2 the count on Lau. Here comes the pitch, and that's a strike 3 call. Top of the zone at 97 miles an hour. Lau frozen on the heater. First out here of the day for Bradish. On the K. All right, 1 down for Randy Arozarena. Hitting just 175 on the season. And we got Yandy Diaz, the guy won a batting title last season. He's hitting .245. Lau's hitting .217. As Arozarena fouls this one back. The only player that was a major contributor last season, who's been consistent all year at the plate, has been Isaac Paredes, who's on deck. Runner at first, 1 out, and an 0-1 pitch to Arozarena. Swung on and missed. 0-2. All right, next pitch is coming. Here it is. This is a fastball, just a little bit high, 97. 1-2 the count. Hayes is, by the way, thank you, Parker. Hayes is actually listed as day-to-day. He is not available today. Maybe in a pinch situation. This one is off the plate, low and away. My best guess, without any actual information other than the fact that he's day-to-day, is that he was hit by a pitch yesterday, and he did react to it in a way that, in hindsight, I can understand. Maybe he was actually hurt a bit, But he had a similar reaction to getting hit just a day or two earlier. And that was more just out of frustration because he was swinging a hot bat. As Arozarena fouls one back. The count is 2-2 here. Runner at first, one out. But, yeah, Hayes hit by a pitch yesterday in the ribs. This one's in the dirt, and that'll run the count full on Arozarena. All right. No cows are in the lineup today. Excuse me. No cows are in the lineup today, but he should be available off the bench if need be. Here comes the payoff to Arozarena. Hit on the ground is short, and Gunnar will think about going to second, but Arozarena was already at the bag. Excuse me, not Arozarena, the lead runner. Arozarena is thrown out at first base for out number 2. Diaz reaches second base. Bradish looked a little disappointed that they weren't able to turn 2 on that one. It would have been tough. Diaz was right on top of the bag just when Gunnar was getting that baseball. 2 down. Paredes now at the plate. He's hitting .292. 10 homers, 37 driven in. You wanted that double play, David? I just don't want to see Gunnar throwing the ball away like he did yesterday. He's done that a few times this season. This pitch is off the plate outside, a slider, 2-0. 2 out, runner at second. Diaz, the base runner. Paredes at the plate. The pitch is a called strike. Top of the zone on the outside corner. Good evening, base. So Bradish is laboring himself. Going to throw his 19th pitch here in the first inning. 2-1 count. And that one's drilled. Left field, high. It's got the distance, I think, if it stays fair. That ball is a foul ball. Wow. Whew. Yikes. Paredes, just a split second out in front of that pitch. Two and two the count, and now Paredes asks for time. Adjusts his batting gloves and steps back into the box. I tell you what, these uniforms on the Rays, it's quite the color scheme. Has to be said. All right, 20th pitch of the inning. And this one's lifted in the air. This looks like on the infield. Mountcastle looks like he wants it. Norby next to him allows Mountcastle the honors of making the catch to end the inning. So the Rays, like the Orioles, get a runner on base, but leave him out there. And at the end of one, no score at Tropicana Field. GP3. A miss as good as a mile. All right. Is that what you got in your fortune cookie today? Let me check mine. What does mine say? Your future is looking bright. All right. That looks good. I like that. I better wear shades. Oh, I wish fielding plays were somehow factored into fantasy points. Yeah, Rob, if they were, a lot more sort of casual fans of baseball would put a lot more emphasis on the quality of a baseball player and put the emphasis on their defense. It's pretty much if you don't win a Gold Glove, and if the player isn't playing on your team, the odds are you're never going to really have a good idea of just how defensively good a player is And we're not watching them all the time. There's some really good defensive players out there that, you look at their stats and you're like, what's this guy doing on the team? Close, but no lucky. Oh, did you have to mention the word lucky so early in the ball game, Matt? You know I'm doing one of these crazy middle-of-the-night games. I'm trying to ration my luckies. For the war effort, I'm rationing. That's right. Save all your bacon grease and save your luckies. Go get 'em, boys. Yeah, I gotta ration. Oh, no, you got a mosquito in your room? That's the worst. I've talked about mosquitoes during the broadcast before. Anthony Santander at the plate. First pitch to him is low and away for ball one. He's hitting .227, 13 homers, 3 dozen RBI. Can you do the math in your head? This one is up and away. 2-0 the count. That's 36, just in case. Here comes the 2-0 to Tony. And he hits it hard but foul down in the right field corner over there by the bullpen. Folks, if you got some tatas, put them in the chat. The man's red hot. Hey, welcome on in, folks. And by the way, if you are new and you're watching along while I call the game, if you're a little bit ahead of me, odds are you are. You're going to want to have that remote in your hand. As this pitch to Santander takes him off of his feet. A pitch low and in. 3-1 the count. So, yeah, if you're new to the channel, watching the game along with me, and you're ahead of me, just have that remote in your hand. As soon as there's an out recorded, the next out, just pause the game, then allow me to announce it. And as soon as I'm done, you unpause your game. You're all synced up for the rest of the ball game. That way we can keep it nice and spoiler-free in the chat. This pitch is a called strike, and now we've got a full count here on Santander, leading off the top of the second. Payoff pitch is low. Ball 4. Take your base, Tony. And a rally begins just like that. How about that? The Orioles have been drawing more walks, it seems, in recent games, which is a good sign. Here's Jordan Westburg. First pitch to him is lifted foul, relatively deep down in the opposite field corner. Westburg has been showing opposite field power all season long. He's hitting .280 at the moment. 10 homers, 38 driven in. Had a home run in the first game of this series. Swing and a miss. He chases what looks like a slider that tailed off the plate outside. 0-2, the count. Runner at first. Next pitch is way high. Jackson has to leap up to grab that one. One and two on Westburg. Who, by the way, is my boy, just so you know. Catcher calling for time, it appears. Everybody's going to reset. All right, Bradley's got the sign. Ball and glove. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's hit hard on the ground, but foul by Westburg. That on the left side bullpen. I believe the home team is on the third base side, a visiting team on the first base side. Not 100% sure on that, but I believe that's the case. I got a 50-50 chance. Here's the 1-2, up and away, and there's a snap throw down to first by the catcher Jackson to check on the runner. Santander dives back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We got a runner at first. Nobody out. The pitch. Fouled back. Westburg with another professional AB here. The 2-2 to Westburg is up and away. 3-2. All right, folks. All right. It's that time. It's that time. Let me just bring it on over here. Uh-oh, you might have saw something you weren't supposed to see there. Come on, get on over there now. Get in there. There you are. We've got a potential rally here. Payoff pitch to Westburg is lifted in the air to left center and deep. That is going to be caught out there and left, just a couple of steps in front of the track. Oh, Westburg nearly got a hold of one. Just not quite enough. Didn't quite get all of it. He turned on it, just didn't quite barrel it up. Santander back to first, 1 away. And congratulations to Harry Affeld of Glen Burnie, Maryland, winner of the Maryland State Lottery. Congratulations. Here's Kyle Stowers. He takes ball 1. Stowers hitting .321 in limited action with 6 RBI. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of the second. 1-0 pitch is fouled away, 1-1. So Bradley's well on his way to surpassing a 20 pitch per inning rate. He's about to throw pitch 39 here with only 1 away here in the second. And this one is hit on the ground, hopefully not for 2. They go to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. Stowers able to leg it out and beat out a double play ball. So he'll reach on a fielder's choice. 2 away in the inning. And apparently somebody doesn't like the whole subscreen thing. Folks, if you're just listening to my voice, I'm going to give you all the information you need while we're in the middle of a rally, I promise you. Connor Norby's at the plate. Norby hitting just 200. I think that's 2 for 10, if I had to guess. It's either that or 3 for 15. First pitch to him is off the plate outside. 2 down, runner at first. Norby at the plate. He's got that home run, his first major league hit. And then, yeah, he's got 1 other hit, so that should be 2 for 10. 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. Notifications are unreliable. Book Doc, I'm afraid this conversation can no longer serve any purpose. Goodbye. Oh, a feeble swing by Norby on a high fastball on a 2-0 count. Not sure what Norby was thinking about there. Definitely wanted to gear up on a 2-0 pitch, but that one was neck high. And he looked rather silly on that swing, it has to be said. 2-1 pitch is fouled back, 2-2. Someone win the lottery? Wait, what? Just flashed up on the Masson screen. Somebody winning the Maryland State Lottery. I was doing my Harry Carey impression. He loves to just mention random people for different reasons. 2-2 pitch to Norby is fouled away. So Bradley, 45th pitch to come here. He has not given up a run, but he has yet to get through 2 innings of work. Mullins is on deck. Here comes the 2-2, and it's swung on and missed. Norby goes down swinging. Gosh darn it, the Orioles. They leave a runner on base, as they did in the first. We go to the bottom of the second. No score at the Trop. I think you get me, Steve. I am Spock on the body of a headless chicken. All right. Well, you should be turning some heads with the ladies with a description like that. That is quite the look. How are we doing, people? 4th round knockout. What am I missing there? What round? 1062. Hey, thanks for the new subs, folks. Oh, knock out the pitcher by the 5th. You're saying the 4th? I'll take the 4th. I'm taking the 4th on this one. Second time through the lineup, I think we're going to start tearing it up. I tell you this, if Mullins gets on base to lead off the next inning, we're going to rip it up. We're going to rip it up. If not, then it'll be the 4th. Morning, BW. Breaking news. The Jays scored a run in the first for the first. Oh, that's right. You had a weird little streak like that going on. Well, there you go. A run in the first. The top of the order. Getting it done for Toronto. Thank you for waiting to do that after we left town. How you doing, Curtis? For the Rays in the bottom of the second, it'll be Lowe. I'm always going to get it confused. It is Josh Lowe. You got Brandon Lau and Josh Lowe in this lineup. Last name spelled the same, pronounced different. Josh Lowe at the plate. First pitch to him is high. High to low. Can I make this any more confusing? Want to know the count. Lowe's batting .236. And this one is swung on a missed on a pitch on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. A Mullins grand slam in the top of the third. All right, so obviously he can't do anything in his first at bat, so it's going to be his second AB. They're going to get through the order. Bases will be loaded. Mullins goes for the salami. I like it. This pitch is popped up in the foul ground, third base side. Westburg over on the warning track makes the catch. And there's one out here in the second. Another positive outcome there for Bradish. A foul pop-up to get the first out here. Folks, next weekend, just to let you guys know, the games on Saturday and Sunday against the Phillies, if you are interested in going, sorry, too late. Both games are already sold out as of yesterday. So after this road trip, it is going to be lit in downtown Baltimore. Here's Jose Siri. He takes high for ball 1. Siri batting a .197, 6 homers, 22 driven in. 1-0 is a called strike. Inside edge. We're going to keep rolling, Curtis. We're going to keep on keeping on. That's how we do. 1-1 pitch. Does not get the call on the inside edge this time. Maybe a further inch inside. Still looked to me like it caught that edge. Bradish doesn't get the call, though. 2-1 the count to Jose Siri. Up next, Alexa. There's a called strike. 2-2 on Siri. Siri, can you play Darn, I Just Struck Out Against Kyle Bradish? Club remix. Thanks. 2-2 pitch is off the plate outside. Full count on Siri. We went to the O's game yesterday. Parker in Tampa? St. Pete, I should say. Parker down in St. Pete. Here comes the payoff pitch to Siri. And there's a called strike 3. Siri took a step toward first. Sorry, and he's shaking his head. Dude, You got a benefit of a call off the plate. Or, I mean, it had the edge, but, I mean, that was entire baseball is in the zone on that one. I mean, right on the corner, but fully within the zone there. No argument, my friend. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Taylor Walls. Batting from the left side, he takes a called strike. Walls in limited action, hitting .500. Very limited action. No homers, no RBI. He was in yesterday's lineup. Maybe that was the first game for him this season. This one is popped up just on the outfield grass. Gunnar Henderson makes a catch on a soft pop-up to end the inning. So another week out induced by Kyle Bradish. 2 innings in the books here in St. Pete. No score between the Orioles and the Rays. Let's go! I tell you what, it's time to chug a lug on this coffee here. It might be time for that first lucky. I got through 2 innings. Yeah, let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. Why not? There's activity going on around. Like in downtown Washington, the Nationals with a 3-0 lead on the Braves, already in the bottom of the second. No score between the Twins and Pirates at PNC Park. That is in the bottom of the third. The Pirates with a rally, 2 on, 1 out there. Top of the third, Giants ahead of the Rangers, 3-1. Also top of the third, the Blue Jays with that 1 run. You didn't tell me it was against the A's, Curtis. Does that count? All right. Toronto breaks their inability to score in the first streak against the A's. Congratulations. At the end of 2, the battle of the Sox, white versus red, no score. Top of the third, Cubs and Reds playing in Cincinnati, tied at 1. Also tied at 1, Brewers and Tigers in Detroit. The Royals out ahead of the Mariners 2-1 in the top of the third. Rockies up 1-0 at the end of 2 against the Cardinals. That London series final, first game, Phillies took it 7-2 over the Mets. Coming up later tonight, you've got Cleveland at the Marlins. Wow, that should be a big draw. Dodgers at Yankees, that will be lit. The Diamondbacks at the Padres, and finally the Astros will be playing the Angels out west. Here we go. A bunt attempt by Mullins to lead it off here in the top of the third, and it's bunted foul. Mullins average, folks, it ain't pretty. It's a $1.73. You can barely get a soda for that these days. This one's fouled back, and the count 0-2. It'll be Mullins and back to the top of the order. Here's the 0-2 away. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Let's will them together, folks. Come on, let's get behind Mullins here. Nobody's enjoying this slump. Nobody. Least of all him. This pitch is low and in. 2-2 the count. Here comes the 50th pitch already from Bradley. Through 2 innings plus a current batter. Swung on and missed. Mullins goes down swinging 98 miles an hour in the upper inner part of the zone. Mullins having it rough. Back to the top of the order for Gunnar Henderson. All right, first pitch to him is fouled away. Gunnar is hacking up there on the first pitch. Folks, second time through the order now. This is where we start to pick things up. That's what I'm feeling. 0-1 is low after a high target set up by the catcher. Bradley looks like he may have thrown a completely different pitch than Jackson was expecting. A 1-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball low. Gunnar lays off. And the count now 2-1. Yeah, I honestly thought after yesterday's game that Mullins would be rotated back out, get a day off, and then back in the next game. I don't mind seeing him in the lineup. Swing and a miss. It's a tough situation when you're in a slump like this. That you still want his glove in the game. You still want to get him to be a part of this run to, the postseason this mission that we're on, and we want him to be a part of it. This one's upstairs. The count is full. But, yeah, it's tough because you got to find that right sweet spot of you don't want to start him every game and just send him up there struggling. Speaking of struggling, Henderson swings and misses for strike 3. 2 down here in the third. How many strikeouts is that for Bradley already? Number 5. So, of the first 8 outs he has recorded, 5 via the strikeout. The Orioles with just 1 hit through the first 10 batters of the order. Well, 9 batters plus Gunnar a second time. Here's Adley taking low for ball 1. All right, come on. We worked the pitch count. Now let's start barreling up some balls here and start spraying them around the field. 1-0 pitch. Inside 2-0 to Adley. I'm predicting it now. This Taj Bradley being effective thing is getting old. I'm already bored of it. Here's the 2-0. That one's lifted in the air, and come on, get down, baseball. It is trapped by Siri. Rutschman will reach on a 2-out single. Jose Siri went down to try and get that ball, but it dumps in there. He fields it on the trap. He's lucky that ball didn't go 100 feet behind him, or Adley might still be running. Here comes Mountcastle. And I just got to do this, folks. Mountie coming into this game, 2 at-bats off of Bradley, 2 home runs. He's got a hit today. First pitch is a strike. So that's right. That's why I'm going to the sub-screen. It's 2 out and a runner at first, but it's a rally in my eyes when you got a guy who's 3 for 3 off of the pitcher with 2 home runs. Here is the 0-1 to Mountie. Swing and a miss, a big cut on a fastball, 97 miles an hour. Had plenty of the plate. Middle of the plate, a little bit low, but not too low for a hitter's liking. High target set up here on an 0-2 pitch, and that's where it's pitched to. Mountie fouls it away. Still 0-2. Mountcastle hit that opposite field home run that just snuck over into that little angled corner in right field by the foul pole. Big hit in the ball game. 0-2 pitch is hit foul off to the left over by the dugout. And now I can confirm I can see plenty of orange on the third base side. So whatever I said originally, I was probably wrong. But I can confirm visiting team third base side, home team first base side, and their bullpens down their respective foul lines. 0-2 on Mountie. Come on, Ryan. You can hit 0-2. He hits it on the ground, third base, goes to second the short way for the force, and the Rays get out of the inning. So for the third straight inning, the Orioles leave 1 man on base. No score yet going to the bottom of the third at the Trop. Oy. Hey there, William. Welcome on in. Our offense, again, finding a way to make an average pitcher look great. I know. We say that, but I mean, we're sitting here. Like, how do we figure out a way to win if we constantly sit here going, why aren't we doing better against this mediocre pitcher? I guess it's just normal for everybody. I don't know. I was watching that Phillies game against the Giants the other day. That was a scoreless game going pretty late. I can't remember who was on the mound for the Giants, but it wasn't Logan Webb. It wasn't Snell. It was just sort of a back of the rotation guy whose name I can't even remember. But the Phillies couldn't figure him out. I don't know. Recipe to be more consistent. See, again, like on the one hand, I know what you mean, but again, it's like bottom line when it comes to wins and losses, how consistent can you be when you talk about that not getting swept streak lasting 2 years plus, not having a losing streak this season of more than 3? I don't know. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, do you want us to be playing our very, very best right now? Or do you want it to happen like mid-September and carry on through October? Because I'm telling you right now, if you want the Orioles working on all cylinders and on June 8th, it ain't going to last for 3.5 months. Right? I just feel like you sort of... You take the ups and downs of the regular season, then you just hope you catch fire heading into October. Here's a first pitch to Palacios, a breaking ball that did not catch the bottom of the zone, apparently. Tell you what, Bradish is not getting much on the edges of the zone here. Palacios at the plate. Next pitch is certainly low this time, and the count 2-0. Somebody just posted on Facebook that they were hitting golf balls at Oriole Park last night. Who's they? I like to take a few swings. This pitch is, now he gets the bottom of the zone. That pitch has not been called a strike for Bradish yet today, but it is here. 2-1 the count. We've got ourselves an umpire of the worst kind. Not only does he miss pitches, but his consistency is also in question. Here's a comebacker to Bradish. He was standing right next to the base runner going down the line. Could have just tagged him, but flips it to first anyway for the out. One down here in the bottom of the third. That's right. I was looking at one of those umpire scorecards for an ump showing that he only had like a 90% call rating, but all of the misses were on the right side of the plate, between the top and the bottom of the zone. And one like specific area, like 1 or 2 inches inside if you're a right-hander, obviously. First pitch to Alex Jackson, by the way, is a strike. So yeah, if you do that, then at least as a team, you pick up on it and you adjust, and then you move on. You're like, all right, fine, that's a strike. But yeah, when you're inconsistent, and when it comes up in a big moment in the ball game, it can decide the outcome of the game, and nobody wants the umpire to do that. 1-1 pitch off the plate outside, 2-1. Cam is out fishing on his boat. Man, that sounds fantastic. You got me, you listen to me call a ball game while you're out fishing on an afternoon on a Saturday. I mean, that's summer right there in a nutshell, isn't it? This is a swing and a miss. Jackson now with a 2-2 count. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the third. Scoreless ball game. Second game of 4 down here in St. Petersburg between the Orioles and the Rays. The Orioles won 2 out of 3 in our home series before we hit this road trip, and have now taken 3 out of 4 so far in the season. This one's fouled back. Still 2-2 on Jackson. Again, he's batting just .047. Bradish is up to 40 pitches at the moment, and this will be number 41 here with 1 out in the 3rd. Fouled away, still 2-2. Ah, yes. We got to anoint our new Angel Hernandez. For me, it's what's his face? God, who was that guy that really got under my skin? Not CB Buckner. Help me out here. Although Buckner isn't all that good either. This pitch is low and away. Gets away from Rutschman. Count 3-2 now. Laz Diaz. Thank you, Baxter. Laz. Ugh. Laz. Laz can go pee up a rope. There, I said it. This one's fouled back. Sorry about that, kids. Don't let me be a role model. This one's fouled away. 3-2 the count on Jackson. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 3rd. No score. Fouled away again. Caught 10 fish already. Wow. What a score. Swing and a miss. A slider breaking low and away off the plate. Jackson, no chance. Bradish induces the strikeout, induces that swing. I mean, helpless is Jackson on a pitch like that. That's almost unfair. 2 down. Back to the top of the order for Yandy Diaz. He had a leadoff hit back in the 1st. First pitch is on the ground on 1 hop to Gunner. This should be easy. He's got it over there. It's a low throw, but Mountcastle's got it. And the inning is over. We are 1/3 of the way through this one, folks. Not a whole lot happening yet. And a dome with like 8,000 people in it. It looks like a giant Sam's Club. I mean, you know, this place is not the 4 games I got to watch here. 4 straight games in this lousy. I don't know how Tampa fans watch this on the TV. I really don't. Hey, Janet's with us. How you doing, Janet? Welcome in, hon. Janet's in for the final 6 innings, perhaps. There's a shout out to welcome in. Hope I got that right. Hey, Dallas. How you doing? Folks, say hi to Dallas Mod Girl. You know what, Dallas Mod Girl? You are a professional mod. I know you hang out with Rhino and others. You don't have to hang out here and, you know, do mod duties, but you got the designation because I trust you, Dallas. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we got the report from Curtis that the Blue Jays broke a 30-game streak of not scoring a run in the 1st. They managed to snap it against the mighty Oakland A's. Well done, Toronto. Thank you for waiting until we were done with you in order to do that. By the way, the last 2 games you guys won against us hurt. Somehow we split, but it feels like we lost. Top of the 4th coming up. Middle of the order due up for the Orioles here. I tell you what, this crowd is about 50-50 with orange shirts. First pitch to Ahern is a little bit outside for ball 1. All right, folks, didn't we call it? This is the inning. Let's get a rally. Next pitch is low, 2-0. I mean, if I don't get this sub screen up in the next minute or 2, then something is wrong in the universe. It is time to rally. 2-0 pitch is swung on and fouled back. O'Hearn going after a 2-0 fastball. Belt high at the top of the zone there. Only able to foul it away. How you doing there, Leo? Glad I'm helping people not do their workly duties. Everybody, please play hooky, avoid doing your work, and hang out with the BirdWatcher. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count on Ryan O'Hearn, leading it off here in the top of the fourth. Scoreless ball game. He's got a 6-game hitting streak, does Ryan. Pitch up and in. Full count now. Another long sequence for Taj Bradley, who's about to throw his 70th pitch today. And there's some sort of timeout as the umpire is looking toward the third base dugout at Brandon Hyde for something. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need a lucky because this coffee is getting lukewarm at best. 3-2 pitch is hit on the ground right side, but in foul territory. We'll do it again. Just keep fouling them away. Bradley is going to eventually give up the farm here. There's just no way he can continue to labor at this pace with his track record. Payoff is swung on, hit in the air to right field. It's high. Get back, baseball. Get on back. That ball's gone. Bye-bye, birdie. There you go. O'Hearn heard me. And the Orioles get on the board. His 9th home run of the season to right field. Just 361 feet, but that's enough. As Baltimore finally break a 0-0 deadlock and touch up Taj Bradley. That's the 8th home run he's already given up in about 30 innings of pitching. Maybe 31 at this point. 1-0 Baltimore. Here's Anthony Santander. He pops it foul, not a play. Bye-bye. Did I forget to say bye-bye, birdie? Don't tell me I forgot my own home run call. Hey, it's what do you call it? It's a super for a homa. What do we call this? I don't know, but thanks, David. I didn't say bye-bye, birdie? No, I blew it. Oh, I did say it. Okay. Misinformation. This one's fouled away. 0-2 on Santander. This one's hit in the air. A lot of people going out there in the shallow center, but Siri, the center fielder, is the closest man to it. He'll make the catch. 1 out in the top of the fourth. Christina says, I did not say it. Really? We've got a controversy. No, you mean to tell me I didn't remember to use my call? My friend says great. So now we're basically back into American, what do you call it? Communications. Everyone's got their own version. We only hear what we want to hear. Right, everybody? I don't know. 0-1 to Westburg. He takes a breaking ball up and in. 1-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. The Orioles are on the board via the home run again. Yeah, is the dress gold and black or is it blue and purple? Remember that thing? Like 10 years ago? Like on Twitter and stuff? 2-1 on this pitch outside to Westburg. Everybody having an argument whether or not a dress was this or that. This one's on the outside corner. And the count now 2-2. I mean, folks, if that's not a sign that we're never going to be on the same page. 2-2 pitch is hit in the air. Right field line. Is it going to be fair? It's going to be foul and out of reach of Diaz as he had to navigate around that bullpen mound and comes up short on that baseball. Westburg stays alive in the AB. Yeah, perfectly placed as Diaz had to take one step onto that bullpen mound in order to catch that ball. And that little bit of hesitation on his part, you could see him sort of checking. That might have helped keep Westburg's at bat alive here. 2-2 pitch. 80th pitch from Bradley. Way high. 3-2. It was blue and black, says Melanie. Okay, if Melanie says, that's what it was. But Melanie, after a few natty bows, it's suddenly the other color, right? Ask Melanie. If you ask Melanie what the dress color is at 5 o'clock, she'll have one answer. Ask her again at 11 o'clock. She'll have a different answer. All right, full count on Westburg. The pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Siri backing up a little bit, but he's got room. He makes the catch. 2 down. That's right. Couple of bear claws. Different strokes, different folks. How you doing? Hey, Melanie, don't go quiet on me, hon. If I rib you a little bit, you got to say something so I know you're not insulted. Oh, there we go. There's the Melanie. She had to take a break because she was busy opening a beer. Now we're talking. My friend sipping on a blue moon. Here's Kyle Stowers. First pitch is a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Next pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-1 on Kyle. Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Let's get a hit here. Pitch number 85 from Bradley. Is swung on and missed on a curveball. Already started a little bit off the plate and then dipped out of the zone. Not a great swing, or didn't pick that ball up too well, did Stowers. 1-2 the count. And now a swing and just a foul tip of the plate to stay alive. How much farther will Bradley go? Pitch number 87 coming up here in the 4th. He's only given up the 1 run. Swung on and missed. 97. Well, he's still got plenty of velocity. Taj Bradley strikes out Kyle Stowers to win the inning. But the Orioles, after getting a base runner in each of the first 3 innings, said enough of this on-base stuff. Let's just hit it over the wall and get a run that way. Ryan O'Hearn coming to the rescue. And the Orioles have a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. All right, folks, it's time for a lucky. I tell you what, everybody else is talking about cracking beers and whatnot. I'm sitting here at 4:14 in the morning having coffee sweats. I need a little something too, all right? I'll be back. Hey, Christina or Janet or any of the other mods on the channel? Anybody out there? Got a favor to ask, if you don't mind. The one thing I'm forgetting to do often, pretty much every game, is at least once a game dropping the Discord link for the BirdWatcher channel into the chat. I do it myself, but to bring up the Discord page, for whatever reason, It sometimes interferes with my live streaming, so I'm just kind of afraid to do it. But, yeah, if any of you out there are listening, please, if you know how to retrieve that invite link, it should be in the description. And if that link doesn't work, let me know. I'll have one ready for the next game. Sometimes you gotta, it's like a temporary invite link. First pitch of the inning to Brandon Lau, the second baseman, is off the plate, ball one. Next pitch hit on the ground. Bradish fields it himself and goes to the bag. Nice play by Bradish. That ball hit to the right of the mound on the first base side. And his momentum took him to the bag. He had to take a right turn there to make it to the bag. But nice play to get the first out. For Topia, there is no need to apologize for being late because you're at your son's baseball game. Are you kidding? That's called priorities, my friend. You're doing the right thing. Welcome in. Grab a drink. Enjoy the rest of the game. Arozarena fouls one off at the plate for the first strike of this sequence. One out, nobody on, bottom of the fourth. The Orioles ahead 1-0 on a Ryan O'Hearn home run. What could Sidney Ponson do? And there's a called strike on the outside edge. Other than pretend to be an ace of the staff. What was he? I don't want to pick on Sidney. Those are some dark years. All right. Oh, it's not. Okay. Check swing, and Arozarena went around. Have a seat, buddy. Grab some pine. Your at-bat is over. Bradish with the strikeout of Arozarena. 2 down here in the fourth. Yeah, it's just too much. I mean, the thing is, I would keep the link like on a separate document, but I forgot to keep that up as well. Here's a called strike to Paredes. 0-1 the count on him. Yeah, Rob, you'd have to have a, what do you call it, mod designation in order for links to show up, or else they won't allow it. Yeah. Do you guys have the ability? Rob, I'm gonna give you mod status, Rob. I'm gonna give you a trial, buddy. I'm gonna give you a trial, Rob. Would you be able to handle this status? Do you want to just temporarily in order to do this little task? Or do you want to do the stuff like maybe once an inning or two saying, hey, folks, think about hitting that like button or something. That's pretty much all you got to do. Maybe put somebody in timeout if they are acting a fool and I don't pick up on it. 1-2 the count on Paredes. And a pitch is low and away. 2-2. Forgive me, folks. Priority is the ball game. I need to address channel issues when the time presents. So we got a 2-2 count, 2 out, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Bradish gets Paredes to pop one up on the infield. Adley Rutschman, just a few steps away from the plate, makes the catch and the inning is over. Another week out. A foul pop-up induced by Kyle Bradish. I feel like I'm repeating myself. He's given up just 1 hit through 4 innings. We go to the 5th. Orioles 1, Tampa Bay nothing. Hey, my friend, I got to admit, I've had a track record. The ladies have never given me trouble. It's true. And you dudes are like 50-50 at best. Hey, I'm just letting you know. Rob. So, okay, Rob. All right. So, Rob, here I have to do the mod initiation speech. Okay, Rob, here's the deal about being a mod, if you're going to be a mod. All right. And that, first of all, yeah, you would be an honorary Hun. You'd have to be able to accept that. Also, this is a complete volunteer thing, okay? Which means that for whatever reason, if you don't want to do it, let me know. I'll take the designation away. If you're not here for a ball game, that's fine. You have no obligation to be here. And if you're not in the mood to do the stuff, just let me know. No problem. On the other hand, if there is a reason that whether you or Janet, Christina, any of the mods, it makes sense to take the mod designation away. Like early on in my channel, I realized I had too many mods. It was just all mods in the chat. And just didn't really, it wasn't good optics for new people to see only mods chatting it up. So I brought up to a mod at that time to maybe take the designation off. He got super mad, cursed me out, left the channel, never to be seen again. And I'm like, all right, I'm not trying to make that happen again. So, Rob, is that cool? You down with that? All right, here we go. We are in the top of the fifth. Connor Norby at the plate. Taj Bradley is still out there. That was pitch number 88. Fouled away. All right, Rob. Everything we've talked about has been recorded. You must live up to your promise. Rob, welcome to the team. 1-1 the count on Norby. Armstrong, a right-hander, getting loose for the Rays. There's a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Bradley, perhaps they want to see him maybe get these 8 and 9 hitters out. But once we get back to the top of the order with Gunnar, that's probably when they're going to have to make a decision. This one's fouled back, 1-2 the count on Norby. Oh, no need to thank me, Rob. You're helping me out, buddy. Here's a liner caught. Walls, the shortstop, catches a liner off the bat of Norby for out number 1 here in the top of the fifth. That's right, Rob. How you doing, hon? How you doing, hon? Oh, I won't make a habit out of it. I won't make a habit out of it. Here's Mullins. There's a swing and a foul off to the right. Come on, said. I mean, I'm just typing it in myself. Folks, I'm really not down with all caps. You know the deal. Nobody likes all caps, but right now is an all caps situation. Come on, said. Swing and a foul at the plate, 0-2. He might need a GPS, David. 0-2 the count. And that's a swing and a miss. Oh, my God. Yeah, that is bad. That was a bad. Yeah, all right. Again, day off. Day off tomorrow. Try it again in a couple of days. And it's just his body language, too. It's his body language. It's everything, man. It's tough. His glove is so valuable, but, I mean, it's in his head too much. It is in his head too much. I mean, the best thing for him, honestly, is to be a player to come off the bench in a late inning situation, maybe even just as a pinch runner or something, just something that he can do to make a contribution to the team that'll, maybe help him just get out of this funk. 1-1 the count on Gunnar Henderson. 2 down, bases empty. And this is a swing and a miss. Bradley has a chance now to get through 5 innings right at the 100 pitch count. This will be number 99. And this one's lifted in the air to right. Gunnar didn't seem to like it. Yeah, that's going to be a can of corn in right field. Lowe makes the catch. The inning is over. This game is half over. And Taj Bradley's day is likely over. We go to the bottom of the fifth. The Orioles 1. The Rays zilch. All right. Well, I've had my break. Guess I can come back on screen. Not sure why. I really need a better setup. I always look like I'm under this like mist. I feel like I'm in a mist. I need a crisper image. Nice and crisp. Not too crisp though. All the imperfections of my face and what have you. You know. I don't want to be in like 4K, I'll tell you that. But something in between 4K and this. Something to work on. Oh, folks, by the way, I've got a chair that might be here as early as tomorrow. I'm going to take a gamble on one that I found in the Facebook Marketplace. It is used. I'm going to give it a test seating before I commit. But it's in my price range. It's got a nice leathery whatever. Plenty of cushion for the pushing. Yeah, it's like a Cheech and Chong. Yeah, it's like Tommy Chong is. I'm in a hot box right now. I'm hot boxing. Yeah, folks, believe me. Once the chair does arrive, I'm not 100% saying it will, but it might. The deal might go through tomorrow, and it would have gone through tonight. But at around 8 o'clock or so, I had to retire to allow myself about 4 hours of sleep. That's right. We should have a special chair night. All right, here we go. Bottom of the fifth. Josh Lowe at the plate takes a called strike. 0 for 1 today. He fouled out in the second. Plenty of cushion for the pushing, Janet. This one is inside, but that is a professional broadcasting chair. No funny business in that chair. No funny business. This chair's got to last. 1-1 the count. This one is swung on and missed. And the count is 1-2 on Josh Lowe. I got to always think about how to say these two guys' names. This one's fouled away. Still 1-2. Bradish, again, just one hit given up so far today, and that was the first batter of the game. A single by Yandy Diaz. Since then, no hits. And what are we looking at for walks? This one's fouled back. No walks. So you mean to tell me he has not given up a base runner since the first batter of the game? Kyle Bradish. Hot damn. Since the first batter of the game, perfect. This one's low and in, 2-2. I hear you, Janet. I hear you. I'm not going to be tubing it. No tubing. Besides, I know that's what you guys are looking for. This one's fouled back. Still 2-2 on Lowe. Leading it off here in the bottom of the fifth. I'm worried I'm going to be too comfortable. What if I'm so comfortable and I'm calling a game at 4 in the morning and I start dozing off? This pitch is up and away. The count runs full. I mean, you don't want that, do you? At least this chair is forcing me to be awake through torture. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed. Bradish is in a mood. 1 out in the fifth. He takes a big half circle around the mound after that strikeout. As if he's telling himself, yep, I think I got it today. I think I've got it today. One out. Here's Siri. Siri, will you play I Strike Out Against Bradish again? Club remix. Swing and a miss. On a pitch low. Siri struck out his first time. And this one's lifted in the air. Foul ground again. If this is another foul, oh, it's going to get out of play. But yeah, nobody's able to square up a Bradish pitch. I mean, nothing but foul balls galore or strikeouts. And they just showed a graphic of the average velocity off the bat on these Bradish pitches. Nobody's hitting the ball hard. Nobody on any of his pitches. 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. And the count now 1-2. He's thrown first pitch strikes to 10 of the first 15 batters he's faced. One-two to Siri. Low and away, 2-2. All right. Bradish is ready for the next one. 2-2 coming in. Low. Full count. Payoff pitch coming to Siri. One out, nobody on in the bottom of the fifth. Oh, what a beautiful pitch. What was that? The little bit of action on that pitch was something. Show me that pitch again. Low on the inside corner. It started inside and then tailed back to catch that corner. And luckily, the umpire saw it right. A well-deserved punch-out looking for Kyle Bradish there. Man, he is looking like an ace today. 2 down. Here's Walls. Swing and a miss. Oh, doctor. Oh, I'm watching a clinic right now from Bradish. Walls 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up. That's all you see. Strikeouts, pop-outs. 0-1 pitch is low. 1-1 the count. Pitch count now at 73 for Bradish. If he can get through this inning without any trouble, then a sixth inning should be relatively guaranteed. 1-2 now on Walls. Here comes the pitch. Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 2 down for the Rays. Again, they have not had a base runner since the first batter of the game. Two. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Bradish with the strikeout. Kyle. That's right. Pump fist with Adley on the way back to the dugout, why don't you? 5 innings in the books. Bradish looking fantastic. The Rays have done nothing. 1 hit, and they stranded him in the first. 5 innings and 7 strikeouts. 49 strikes out of the 76 pitches. Got that ERA down to 2.73. That's Bradish, baby. Let's get him some runs. A lead is nice. A bigger lead is better. All right, since there's a lot going on today on the scoreboard, let's take another run through these out-of-town scores. The Nats now with a 4-1 lead on the Braves. That's in the bottom of the 5th. Bottom 6 still scoreless between the Pirates and the Twins. Also bottom 6, the Giants ahead 3-1 on the Rangers. Top of the 6th, the Blue Jays well out in front of the A's, 6-0. In the Battle of the Sox, Boston ahead of Chicago, 1-0. That is in the bottom of the 5th. Also bottom 5, Reds ahead 3-1 on the Cubbies. Tigers took the lead. They're ahead 4-3 now on the Brewers. That is in the bottom of the 4th. Royals ahead of the Mariners, 5-3 in the top of the 6th. Rockies 2-0 over the Cardinals, also in the 6th. Once again, a final. The Phillies winning out in London over the Mets, 7-2. Everything else is later on. These are out-of-town scores. How you doing? So let me get this straight. Was there a Robbie out there? Did we ever drop in that Discord link? Or is there a way to... Do I need to be the one to set up another invite link if it doesn't work? I don't know. Again, I'm just going to have to do it. I think I just gave Rob a mod designation for no reason. We'll see how it works. Sean Armstrong is now out to pitch. 24th appearance of the season. Right-hander. 2-1 record, 3.68 ERA. Hey, thank you, Rob. So, folks, right there's a link in the chat from Rob. If you want to have a place to talk Orioles baseball before or after the game, the other 21 hours of the day, that's the place to do it. Well, maybe it won't work. I don't know. Somebody can give it a try and see if they can get in. 1-1 the count on Adley Rutschman. Leading it off here in the top of the 6th against Armstrong, the new pitcher. And a check swing. He lays off on a pitch outside. A late appeal. No swing, says the third base umpire. It may not work, so... This one's up and away, and now the count 3-1. All right, Adley, got a hitter's count. We got Mountie and O'Hearn and Santander to follow. Westburg. We got all our ducks lined up in a row here. 3-1 pitch to Rutschman is swung on and fouled back. Full count. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot we had a little bit of this left. Come on, caffeine. Help me out. Payoff pitch to Rutschman. Here it is. Low and in. Ball 4. Leadoff walk. Mountcastle coming up. And again, folks, when Mountcastle comes up, we go over here now. Hey, we got a couple of new subs. 1066. Get your kicks on 1066, folks. Let's rally it up. Rutschman's at first base, nobody out, and Mountcastle at the plate. 1 for 2 today. Takes a pitch at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. Welcome in 1067. Glad to have you. We're about to hit 1100, folks. Next couple of days. This pitch is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, if you're just joining us, the Orioles with a 1-0 lead on a Ryan O'Hearn solo home run. That has been all the offense, and our pitching has been stellar. Kyle Bradish working on a one-hitter through the first 5 innings. Swing and a miss. So the bases are empty. Excuse me. There is a runner on base. There's nobody out. That's what's empty. The outs. Nobody out with a runner at first. In the top of the 6th. And a 1-2 count to Mountcastle. Here it is. He takes it inside. 2-2. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, foul off to the right side into that bullpen area. I felt that was needed. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. All right, maybe that bugle was not well timed. Mountcastle goes down on strikes. All right. We've got a couple of more chances at this. Ryan O'Hearn, the man responsible for the lone run of the ball game, at the plate now. First pitch to him is outside. 1-0. Let's try another bugle. The 1-0 hits the bottom of the zone for a called strike, 1-1. Rutschman at first base, 1 out. The Orioles ahead 1-0 in the top of the 6th. 1-1 pitch to O'Hearn. Hit foul off to the left. O'Hearn late on that swing. 1-2 the count. Infield shifted way over to the right for him to pull. Shortstop basically straddling the second base bag. This pitch is inside. 2-2 the count. I mean, I don't know if I've ever done 3 bugles and 1 AB, but here it goes. The 2-2 is fouled back. We'll do it again. I don't know how many more bugle charges I got in me. I am willing O'Hearn to give us some more offense. Another 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit up in the air. Center field backing up is Siri, but he's going to have room. Now he comes in a step to make the catch. A few feet in front of the track. For out number 2, Rutschman retreats back to first. So a leadoff walk. Unfortunately, the next 2 batters unable to keep the line moving. So with 2 down, it's going to be up to Anthony Santander to get something done for us. And folks, he's been pretty hot lately. I don't know if you've noticed. Not a bad guy to have up here with 2 down. First pitch to him is high, ball 1. Look at all those tater tots. Folks, there isn't enough ketchup in my condiment drawer to cover all these tots. There's a called strike, 1-1. There's a shot of Austin Hayes. He's in uniform, holding his helmet in his hand. Santander's got a 1-1 count. He's 0 for 1 so far today. He did draw a walk. Here's the pitch. Way up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. All right, one more. I can't do any more. It is 4:45 in the morning. I'm going to get kicked out of my building. The 2-1 pitch swung on into right center, and that ball's going to get past the glove of Lowe all the way to the wall. Rutschman hits third, and he'll have to stop there. It's a 2-out double for Santander. And the bugle might get me kicked out of my building, but I'm going to credit it for extending this rally. 2nd and 3rd with 2 down. And it's up to Jordan Westburg to cash them in. All right. Armstrong, the pitcher, checking some little note card. Not sure what it says on the card, but if Westburg's name's on there, it should say something like, "Don't bother, he's going to get you." We have a meeting on the mound. Pitching coach, catcher, shortstop on the mound for the Rays. Meanwhile, is that Cowser? Who's over there looking at notes? Is that what? That's not Westburg. Who wears number 17 for the Orioles? Yeah, Westburg's 11. That looked like Cowser, who's not in the lineup. Maybe they're planning on pinch hitting him. All right. We'll see how it goes. There's 2 out here. Westburg needs to keep the inning going. Swung on and a broken bat into right field. It's going to hang up there for Lowe to make the catch. Wow. Westburg is out on a fly ball to the opposite field, and the inning is over. The Orioles have left 5 men on base. They've got the 1 run on that homer. Everything else has been stuck out there in the base paths. Yeah, we need more. We need a little bit more. Bradish has been brilliant. We've got to help him out. I mean, if we win 1-0, I'll be, talking about how great of a victory we had when our bats weren't working. But how about we just score a couple more runs? You think so, David? I mean, it looked like he was just hitting third as that ball was coming in. But, it's all about that relay throw. If they nail that relay throw, I think Rutschman's probably dead to rights. But if they don't, then we can sneak that run in. Yeah, not too many 1-0 ball games. I tell you. Oh, do I need to refresh my stream? I might need to. Uh-oh. I am on a different platform than I normally am. We're not 2 hours into this ball game already, are we? All right, there we go. All right, coming up in the bottom of the 6th, 8, 9, and 1 for the Rays. Palacios, Jackson, and then back to the top of the order, Yandy Diaz. As Bradish is out for his 6th inning of work. 78 pitches so far. Looking to breeze through this bottom part of the order, 8, 9, and then 1. Palacios at the plate. First pitch is swung on and missed. I mean, wow. Bradish comes right out with a nasty slider. By the way, Cowser is in the field. So what is going on here? Is somebody hurt? Who's out of the ball game and why? Stowers is out of the game. What happened? So now we know why Cowser. It's not just an upgrade pinch hit maneuver. Something is wrong with Stowers. 0-2 the count on Palacios. So Stowers in left now. Excuse me, Cowser over Stowers in left. We'll hopefully get an update on Stowers before the end of the ball game. 0-2 pitch is tapped foul behind the plate. But, I mean, he looked like he was up to pinch hit. I mean, they trust him more to hit. I can see as a defensive replacement after. But they were ready to send him up to hit. He had the helmet on and everything. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. Oh, forget about it. Bradish is just not hittable right now. The movement on his pitches is filthy. I mean, it is swerving and darting and dipping. Really? Even though Stowers is hitting 300 in limited time and Cowser has been in a total funk? He did have a hit in the last ball game, but in general, I don't know. It would seem weird to me to do that in that spot, unless something was wrong with Stowers. I'm not convinced that something might not be wrong with Stowers. Here is a called strike. Count 1-1. I'm not saying it might be anything serious, but it might be just enough for them to say, take a seat. I'm trying to think. Did he have a play in the field that might have led to something? 1-1 the count on Jackson, the number 9 hitter. Swing and a miss. That slider off the plate. Another just no chance attempt. See, right now they're talking to Stowers. They're showing him in the dugout. They're patting him on the back. And it looks like he's walking a little gingerly, and the trainer's walking in front of him. So something is going on. It's not just a we trust Cowser more situation. Here's a swing and a miss. Jackson strikes out. That's 5 straight strikeouts for Bradish. He is on fire. Let's hope Stowers is going to be okay. Maybe it's, one of those precautionary situations. Yandy Diaz at the plate, 2 down, nobody on. Pitch is low and away for ball 1. Man, can Bradish give us 7? It's that situation where, again, you want to not overwork the guy. But, man, he's so darn good when he's on. Want to know the count. There's a strike, 1-1. I mean, 86 pitches right now. If you bring him out there for the 7th, you got to expect him to be hitting 100 pitches. Maybe he'll come out to start the 7th. This pitch is low. 2-1 the count. But at this point, I would be surprised if he can complete 7 innings. Two out, nobody on, and 2-1 count on Diaz. Pitch. Hit on the ground. On a bounce. Nicely scooped by Gunnar over to first in time, and this inning is in the books. 6. Count 'em, 6. Fantastic innings of work on the mound here from Kyle Bradish. Yeah, bring him on out. Have the pin ready to go. We got any lefty? I mean, Brandon Lau is a lefty, but he's like the only. Oh, Josh Lowe is also a lefty, but there's 2 batters in between them. I don't know. It's a very right-handed heavy hitting lineup. Oh, boy. Top of the 7th. Late innings are here. Oh. 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 I think I might need a little help from a special lucky here. It'll only take me a second or 2, folks. We've got a break in the action. Some lucky is almost special. You ought not go up there. Sometimes dead is better. That's today's movie quote, by the way. We've tried it once. You guys got it eventually. So there's your quote. Sometimes dead is better. I gave you the accent and the cadence. Everything's there. Buck Doctor, we're no longer living in the age of Jim Palmer, man. And again, we're talking about a guy that's been through rehab for what would have been a potential like season and a half long surgery recovery. So we've got to give Bradish the kid gloves a little bit. Poche is now at the pitch, left-hander. Cowser at the plate. First pitch is a strike, and the next one is a little bit high. So, folks, get some moves in the chat and make it quick. Cowser, pinch hitting. Well, sort of. He's already in the game, in the field, but he's up for the plate the first time in place of Stowers. There's a breaking ball in the dirt, and the count 2-1. The pitch. They call that a strike? Give me a break. 3 inches high, but whatever. 2-2 the count. Cowser right at 230 on the batting average. Pitch. Fouled away. Still 2-2. Moo. Moo. 2-2. Low. Ball 3. Full count here. Cowser leading it off in the top of the 7th. The Orioles looking for runs. They've got the lead. Just the 1 run, though. He takes low for ball 4 on the payoff pitch. Leadoff walk for the milkman. Deliver yourself to first base. All right. Connor Norby is due up next. How about a Norbomb? There, I just made up a new term. How about a Norbomb right here? We need to get on the Nordic track, if you will. Okay, that was a bad one. That was a really bad one. First pitch is off the plate, ball 1. Next one is low. Catcher tried to frame it. Umpire didn't buy it, and the count is 2-0. 2-0 on Norby. We need a Norbomb. This one's high, 3-0. Poche already let the leadoff man on, and now he's behind 3-0 on Norby. I tell you what, if he gets on, Mullins has got to be up there bunting and nothing else. There's a called strike. 3-1. That's if Norby gets on via a walk or a single, assuming there's runners at first and second. But first, let's get him on base. 3-1 pitch is swung on and fouled away. So after being ahead 3-0, Norby now got a full count against Poche, the left-hander. And there's a check on the runner. Wow, that was a soft toss of a check that Yandy Diaz had to make an extra effort just to keep from getting away. Full count pitch is hit in the air. Norby got under it, though, and it's going to be in shallow center. Siri comes in, makes the catch. 1 away. A shallow pop-up from Norby for the first out here in the 7th. And that'll bring up Mullins. I mean, even with 1 out, with the way things are going, I don't mind Mullins just bunting the runner to second and just giving Gunnar a chance to drive him in from scoring position. Honestly, I would not mind that, especially lefty on lefty. He's up there to swing. He holds off on a pitch low. The 1-0. Swinging a foul off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. So not even the thought of a bunt. I feel like I'm not too off base in considering that as an option with all things considered. But let's see if Mullins can do something. 1-1 pitch. First they throw to first. Cowser's back in standing. He was standing there on the bag with both feet when that ball was thrown over there. 1-1 pitch. That's upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, I forgot. My special lucky. It went out in my hand. Just Danny Coulomb is getting loose for the Orioles. Swing and a miss at a pitch below the zone. Oh, man, that would have been ball 3. Would have had a 3-1 count. Instead, it's 2-2 on Mullins. And I'll be back on screen here in about 2 more hits. Hey, Mullins, you get a hit, then I'll take a hit. How about that? He pops it up. Shallow right. The second baseman, Lau, makes the catch. 2 down. Oh, Matt. That is, it is funny. And I feel so bad for Ced, though, man. I feel bad for Ced and Mateo. Oh, man. Matt, I got to admit, it's the kind of joke I'd make. So I can't fault you, but man, it hurts. Henderson's at the plate. Look, we got 2 down and a runner at first. Gunner's at the plate. That's enough for me to go over here for a minute. Hey, let's get to 1070, folks. One more subscriber. What do you think? Pitch to Gunner. Swung on a miss. 1-1 the count. Cowser at first. 2 down. Top of the 7th. The Orioles have had a base runner on in just about every inning, but have only scored on 1 swing. A solo shot from Ryan O'Hearn. Gunner fouls it back. 1-2. Wait, Janet has retracted a message? What controversial thing were you trying to say there, Janet? Cows are on the move. Here's a throw down. No chance to get him. On what is ball 2 to Henderson. 2-2 count. Cowser swipes a base. Gets himself in a scoring position. Well, if Mullins couldn't do it, Cowser does it himself. That's his 4th steal of the season. I promise I'll be back on screen in moments. I'm just too busy dealing with a tiny little mini Lucky. Upstairs, full count on Gunner. All right. Thank you, sub number 1070. And here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit foul off to the left and out of play. Oh, whew. Oh, that'll do. Oh, that'll do nicely. Yeah, that'll get the job done. Yep. All right, here we go, folks. 2 down. Full count on Gunner. Runner at second. The pitch. Low for ball 4 as Gunner flips the bat, flips off the elbow guard, flips off the shin guard, heads on down the first base. First and second, 2 down for Adley. And Adley, a chance to swing from the right side where he's had a lot of success against left-handed pitching so far this season. Another meeting on the mound for the Rays. They're going, what do we do? What do we do? We're playing a better team than us. And every time we get one guy out that's good, another good guy comes up, and now we got another guy. Oh yeah, let me get back on the screen. this meeting on the mound is a perfect time to rejoin everybody. How you doing, everybody? It's just me again, perhaps slightly more relaxed, but still excited to be here with you on this Saturday afternoon. Orioles baseball. It is 1-0 Baltimore in the top of the 7th. 2 down, runners at first and second. Rutschman is ready. Poche's first pitch is a called strike. Looked like a curve or a slider that bent low and in on the batter there. Next pitch, way high on the fastball. Adley easily lays off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Why not? It's after 5 a.m. This one's popped straight up. And I mean straight up. The catcher, just a few steps into foul ground behind the plate, makes the catch. And the inning is over. The Orioles have left 7 men on base now through 7. Pretty much 1 per inning. 1 inning after the next. Just leaving a guy out there. Can't get that extra base hit to cash in a run. 7th inning stretch time, folks. I know we're not at home, but that doesn't mean we can't recognize that it's time to get up and stretch. And what better way to do it than to throw some cakes on the griddle? That's right, folks. Get your cakes up there. John Denver style. 1072. Isn't that like a tax form? Do I have to fill out my 1072 now? Oh no. But I've got all my money hidden in the Cayman Islands. Now I got to fill out my 1072. Hey Melanie, what you drinking now? I'm jealous. Caffeine's all I got. In fact, what can I do to this? I'll tell you what I can do. I can run off screen and heat up a little more water and add it to this room temperature coffee. That's what I can do. Well, it looks like Kyle Bradish's day is over. Danny Coulomb is going to come out here to begin the bottom of the 7th. That's right, Rob. Danny in. Danny. First pitch. Swing and a miss from Brandon Lau, who, if Coulomb can go 1-2-3, is the only lefty due up. This is his 29th appearance out of the pen. 2.63 ERA. Next pitch is fouled away, and he's got Lau in the hole, 0-2. Whoop, sorry for that squeak. Hey, Janet. Sorry. 0-2. All right. Here's one off the plate, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, Cantankerous. Welcome in. How you been, buddy? Saturday afternoon, man. What you been doing? You haven't missed too much. We're winning. This one's popped up. Left field. Should be playable for Cowser. He's got it. 1 down here in the 7th. Folks, we're counting down the outs now. We are in the bullpen. What a 6-inning gem handed to us from Kyle Bradish to allow what has been a dormant offense to somehow currently hold a lead in this ball game. Here's Arozarena. First pitch to him is upstairs for ball one. Here comes the next one from Coulomb. He gets the top of the zone with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jason Adam, right-hander for the Rays, getting loose in their bullpen. This one's low and in on Arozarena. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, yeah, just give me a fresh ghost pepper with some Old Bay on it. That sounds good. Here's a breaking ball at the top of the zone from Coulomb for a called strike. 2-2 the count on Arozarena. Welcome in, Chippy. Oh, by the way, I don't think I've gone through it all night. 2-2. Another breaking ball fouled at the plate and just behind. Folks, I never even looked tonight at the like count. I'm supposed to be doing these things. Yeah, folks, this is why I have to do this. We got 143 people watching right now. Just so you know, hitting that like button, the thumbs up, really helps out this channel. It's just starting out, and the only way it's going to grow is with YouTube recognizing through likes and subscriptions. Here's a high fly ball to left field. It's going to back up Cowser to the track, and he makes the catch. Arozarena able to get warning track power, but that's it. 2 down in the 7th. Isaac Paredes is due up next. So, yeah, folks, if you don't mind, it's the first time I've asked in over 2 hours of broadcasting, so I'm not one of these YouTubers that's clubbing you over the head about it. But please be so kind as to hit that thumbs up at the bottom of the screen. Really does help out the channel. Swing and a miss from Paredes here. And the count 0-1 on him. Paredes so far tonight 0 for 2, as is pretty much the rest of this lineup. Oh, 1 pitch is in there. 81 miles an hour on that breaking ball. 0-2. So Coulomb just 1 strike away from a clean 7th inning. Get us back to the plate and try to get a couple more runs on this board. 0-2 pitch. This one's hit on the ground foul off to the left. Oh, look at that commitment from Isaac. Hey, thank you, Isaac. I really appreciate that. That's stepping up. I've got 2 accounts. I didn't know you could like from different devices on the same account. This one's off the plate outside to Paredes. 1-2 now. 2 down, nobody on. We are in the bottom of the 7th. The Orioles clinging to a 1-0 lead. Pitch. High. Ball 2. Another lefty due up after Paredes, so whether Coulomb goes 1-2-3 here, he may come out to pitch in the 8th and get that other lefty. This one's hit on the ground is short. Gunner's got it over to first in time. Inning over. Danny Coulomb. 3 up, 3 down. Fantastic. We might see him for one more batter in the 8th with a lefty due up and Jason Lowe. But otherwise, we might be seeing Cano and then perhaps Kimbrel in the 9th. We go to the top of the 8th. The Orioles will be sending up the meat of the order. Mountie, O'Hearn, and Santander. If anyone gets on, Westburg. How we doing, Charm City chat? How we doing, huh? Come on. Let's pick it up. Your boy, the BirdWatcher, needs a little bit of that, I don't know. You know, there should be, isn't there like a little emoji thing in the corner there with like hearts and like little party streams and stuff? Like, let's see some animation for me here in the chat. Let me know you're out there watching and enjoying the ball game. There you go. There's a heart and a happy face. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. It lets me know I'm not just talking. Hey, to my neighbors, I have evidence that there's people listening to me talk at 4:30 in the morning. I'm sorry, 5:17 a.m. It's right here on my screen. All right? I'm not a madman talking to himself alone in a room in the middle of the night. There is a purpose. Right there, look. No, well, now it's stopped. They just started looking, and it stopped. Isn't that how it... wait, come back. There. Now it's go. Wait. I can't. It's not working. Oh, wait. All right, now it's really coming in. All right, I swear this time you're going to see it. Come over here. It's gone again. Forget it. I don't know. We just can't get on the same page, guys. We just can't get... All right, now it's obviously, it's just I promise. Hurry up. Wait. All right. I'm just insane. I was making it up. Okay, here we go. Top of the 8th. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all the help. Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. Shantae, I'm trying to help keep those nerves down. I'm nervous too. 1-0 pitch is hit off foul off to the right. 1-1 on Mountcastle. 1 for 3 so far today. He singled back in the first. Struck out his last time up. What did I dip that last lucky in? Wouldn't you like to know? Here's a check swing, and he went around 1-2. By the way, Jason Adam is the pitcher out here for the Rays, right-hander. They never flashed up his intro stats. He gets a swing and a miss here. Adam strikes out Mountcastle to begin his inning of relief. Mountie going down swinging. Here comes Ryan O'Hearn, Mr. Offense. It's been one swing that's been the difference in this ball game. Low and in on O'Hearn. Can we damn score? It would be nice. I'm telling you right now, I'm just saying but if we were to win this 1-0, you're going to love the feeling. You're going to love it. As much of the anxiety that you're feeling now, you're going to be like, damn, we just stole one because our pitching was that good. Our defense did their job. And, yeah, the one home run, the home run ball doing us well. 1-1 pitch is up and in on Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, no. Is somebody trying to join and unable to? You know what? I don't even talk about the memberships much either. This one is hit hard into right field and down for a base hit. Ryan O'Hearn has been the offensive star of the game. Second hit of the day. Nobody on either side of the lineup card can boast a multi-hit game today. Only Mr. O'Hearn. That ball was 106 miles an hour off the bat. Santander at the plate, folks. Let's get those taters up. This might be his last chance at the plate. Make it snappy. You know he'll swing at anything. We got to hurry up. He takes the first pitch. Up and away, ball one. Anthony Santander, currently at a .229 average. Here comes the 1-0. That one's a big cut and a miss. That pitch was in a very, very hittable location. I don't know how Santander didn't get a piece of it. I guess it was off speed and he was out in front. He certainly wasn't behind on the pitch. 1-1. That's a called strike. 1-2. One out, runner at first. Top of the eighth. The Orioles 1-0. And for those that have been here the whole ball game, you're probably sick of me telling you the score line. It has not moved very much. Here's a check on the runner. That's a sneaky little pickoff maneuver there by Adam. Sort of a sidearm coming at you like from behind his... Almost looks like how you catch a frisbee behind your back, but I don't know. It's tricky. This one's on the outside edge. Called strike three. Santander goes down looking. 2 away in the eighth. All right. For some reason, it looks like this scoreboard's a little bit behind for a change. So maybe we don't have to worry about any spoilers. Oh, never mind. It just caught right up. Here's Jordan Westburg. And there goes the runner. And there's another steal by Ryan O'Hearn. His second in what, 3 games? Or was it last night? Ryan O'Hearn has suddenly become Vince Coleman. He has gotten himself in a scoring position with 2 down on a straight steal. When did he become a base stealer? I don't know, but here he is. 1-0 to Westburg. Popped up. Get out of play, please. Catcher has a look, and it just lands on the other side of the screen. Oof. Thank goodness. Yeah, I mean, when did Ryan O'Hearn turn into Ellie De La Cruz? The blinding speed of Ryan O'Hearn. Maybe he's getting a lot of reps out in the outfield. He's just increasing his run skills. 1-1 on Westburg. 2 down. O'Hearn at second. Swinging a foul off to the left. Come on, Westy. Man, we need that second run. That's more than insurance. That's life insurance, house insurance, fire, auto, the whole shebang. 1-2. Check swing. He lays off that pitch that broke off the outside. Well done by Westburg. That pitch was just begging for a swing, and he knew to lay off. 2-2 count. With 2 outs and runners in scoring position, Westburg on the season is batting .320. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. He's clutch. And he takes upstairs for ball 3. Full count. Cows are on deck. The payoff pitch. This one's hit in the air. Center field and deep. Siri on the run. Toward the wall. He leaps. And it's off of his glove. It's off of his glove. O'Hearn will come in to score. Westburg is hustling all the way to third. It's a 2-out RBI triple from Jordan Westburg. And the Orioles have doubled their lead to 2-0. A huge run. A clutch hit. Westburg does it again. How are you not going to the All-Star game, kid? How are you not? That ball was hit to the deepest part of the yard. Siri got a glove to it. It bounced right out. O'Hearn jogged in. Here's Colton Cowser. That's what I'm talking about. Cash in your insurance, folks. Cash in your war bonds. The 0-1 popped up. Cowser wants to slam his bat. This one hit to the same part of the yard, but about 50 feet in. He flies out to left center to end the inning. But the Orioles finally do something that resembled a rally. They got a runner on, and another guy drove him in. A 2-out triple from my boy. And Janet, where you at? Janet Hill, been a mod on the channel since what, game 2? You got to back me up. Who's been on the Westburg bandwagon before your boy BW? Who? Tell me who. Nobody. That's my boy. I see it in him. This dude is going to be playing at the big league level for a long time, folks. For a long, long time. Great plate approach. Seems to be better when the situation counts. Clutchberg. I love it. The thing is, though, we got Adley Clutchman, which sort of makes more sense, but I'll take it. I'll take a Clutchberg. There you go, folks. Janet. You got to believe Janet, folks. If you can't believe me, believe her. Oh, I forgot. I got that hot water over here. Hold on a sec. All right, here we go. Coulomb is indeed out to begin the bottom of the 8th with the lefty Josh Lowe at the plate. And the first pitch is spiked in the dirt for ball 1. I do not have eyes on the Oriole bullpen, but I'm imagining we've got a righty ready to go as soon as the next batter. 1-0 pitch is popped up. Foul. 1-1 the count. And just like that, my coffee's hot again. Amazing, folks. Just another life hack from your boy BW. 1-1 on Josh Lowe, leading off the bottom of the 8th, and he takes outside. Count 2-1. The Clutch Brothers. Now that would be nice, the man. If Adley and Westy came walking into the tunnel dressed like the Blues Brothers, and it just went viral as the Clutch Brothers, you know, kind of like they did with the neon, what do you call them, like jogging suits or whatever they were sporting last year. 2-2 to Lowe is called strike 3. Oh, we got a little bit of help from the ump on that one. There's a makeup call. So there you go. A strikeout to begin the 8th. 5 outs to go. And the Orioles can go ahead and clinch this series. Oh, no, not clinch. Clinch a split. And basically have 2 games in order to clinch the series. There's a breaking ball at the top of the zone for a called strike. So Coulomb out here to face the righty Siri. Brandon Hyde perhaps willing to stick with Danny as long as he can get 1, 2, 3 and just wait for the 9th. There's a called strike too. Siri, bat on his shoulders. Doesn't look too happy up there. Double barrel action in the Rays pen. A couple of right-handers getting loose. Perhaps one getting up in case they're still behind and another in case if they're ahead or tied. Something like that. This one's in the dirt. And the count 1-2 on Siri. Oh, Matt. I've had those days. But you powered through, right? The 1-2 to Siri is a breaking ball called strike 3. Siri is having a word with the umpire, and what is it, buddy? Bro, this umpire has been trash, but when it comes to you, I've seen you complain now on 2 pitches that were actually strikes. That was in the zone, buddy. Sorry. Sorry that Danny Coulombe's got one of the bigger breaking balls in the league, and you just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Taylor Walls takes inside for ball 1. Walls a switch hitter, now batting from the right side. Right wrist discomfort is the report on Kyle Stowers. Thanks for that, country. Obviously not a happy report, but this ball is hit foul left side. Walls with a 1-1 count. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. Discomfort. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and guess that your outfield tomorrow is going to be Hayes in left, Cowser in center, and Santander in right. Cedric getting the day off because of the slump. Stowers getting the day off because of the contusion or whatever he might have. 2-1 pitch is a called strike. 2-2. One more strike to get us to the 9th. Pitch. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. Walls is left there. Perplexed. I know, buddy. Danny Coulombe's got a lot of movement on them breaking balls, my friend. They lollipop in there, don't they? It's not easy, is it? We're going to the 9th. The Orioles ahead 2-0. How about another run? Why not? Hey, how about another check on the like count? Hey, 80. 80 with 174 folks. I mean, we're getting to the point now where we're having upwards of 200 people here at a time. There's been nearly 2,000 people checking in at some point along the way. Yeah. How about we get the likes up to 100? Let's go for it. Let's go on a like run, folks. In honor of Kyle Bradish's pitching performance, in honor of Ryan O'Hearn's clutch home run that gave us a lead that we stuck with, in honor of Westburg's triple that gave us that insurance, in honor of the bullpen who's been keeping it where it is, in honor of it just being a Saturday in June and we're watching baseball, and hot damn if that don't beat anything else. In honor of all that, look at that. We're pushing it, folks. Hit it up. Get in the groove. I don't think I've gotten to 100 likes. LFG is right. Come on, folks. Everybody who's already liked is begging you to do it along with me, aren't you, folks? Let's just do something special today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. It might be this coffee. I might have put something in there. I don't know. I'll tell you this. It is 5:35 a.m. In about 10 minutes, you're going to start seeing sunlight coming through my curtain back here. I've been with you. I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, setting this puppy up, taking you guys all the way home. We are at 88 likes, folks. Come on, folks. Let's get to 100. Phil Maton. He's on the mound at this point for the Rays. Connor Norby at the plate, 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch is fouled away. Norby at a 154 average now. Just the 2 hits since being called up. One of them, though, was a home run. Next pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is a great hot cup of watered down coffee. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Norby on a pitch up and on the outside edge. Craig Kimbrell getting loose. We're over 90 likes, folks. I mean, at this point, we got to make it happen. Come on. Have a heart, folks. Have a heart. 1-2. Pop foul. We'll do it again. Fantastic, folks. Fantastic. I'm going to say something right now. If it ends on 99, I still say bravo. You guys are fantastic. You know, all these goals and stuff, it's fun. But you guys have really responded fantastic. This one is off the plate outside. 2-2 the count on Norby here, leading it off in the top of the 9th. I'm out in Thailand, AM. Early in the AM. Living in the land of smiles. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. But, folks, that just goes to show you how much of a lover of this ball club I am. There ain't nothing in this life other than the love of the other fellow human being and creatures and plants and all the life around me. I mean, when it comes to just something besides that, ain't nothing I love more than baseball. And I mean Orioles baseball. Here's a hit into the gap, right center by Norby. He takes a turn, but he's going to hold it first. Connor Norby, get yourself another hit. Turn on the sprinkler. A leadoff single for Norby. Oh, my God. The unbelievable has happened. Welcome in, hun. Welcome in. Folks, Melanie, how many beers in to get you to become a Magic member did it take today? Melanie, thanks so much. All right. There is a pitch a little upstairs to Ced Mullins. All right, folks, if there's one more thing on our wish list today, besides seeing this win home, let's let Mullins get something. Want to know the count. And there's a tough curveball. Lots of nasty movement on that pitch. You can't blame Mullins for that. He laid off that. 1-1 the count. Hey, Melanie, look into your emojis. You got a few extra ones. Whoa. Mullins tries a bunt. Unsuccessfully. As I completely lost my vocal cords. Melanie, yeah, take a look in your emojis there. You got a few new ones. Test them out. See how they fit. There you go. Some taters, some Oriole birds, some milkmen, a splash zone. Fantastic. 1-2 on Mullins. This one's high, 2-2. Folks, if you want to become a Magic member, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't have a lot in the way of perks to offer at this stage of my channel because it is new and I'm sort of doing everything from the ground up with not a whole lot of resources to work with. But you get some special emojis like that. You get that binocular badge. But the most important thing is you're just helping the channel grow. All the stuff that's coming in through donations, let's call it like that, is going to go towards upgrading this channel and making this a better overall experience for you guys. I'm all in on this. We got a 3-2 count now on Mullins after a check on the runner Norby. Come on, Ced. Any sort of positive result, we'll take it. Payoff pitch. Here it is. Inside, and well enough inside that Mullins didn't even have to think about swinging at it. There you go, Ced. You worked a walk. You worked a walk. You're on base. You're keeping the line moving. Gunner's up with nobody out and 2 on. You know where we're going. We're back to the sub screen, folks. Don't worry, BW is going to take you home. You're not going to miss a thing. We're in the top of the ninth, 2 on, nobody out for Gunnar. First pitch is a curve that, I mean, what is that pitch? Is that a slurve? That is the nastiest looking movement on that pitch. It stays outside, though. Want to know on Gunnar. Next pitch. Another pitch of a similar look, and again, a similar result. Outside, 2-0. Gunnar is 0 for 3, but he did get his customary walk. That's a sweeper? Man. Nasty stuff. Up and away, 3-0 to Henderson. Well, Matan, or Matan. Is it Matan or Matan? It's probably Matan. I'm probably wrong. Either way, he's got a 3-0 count. 2 on, nobody out. He's in trouble. The pitch. There's a called strike. Matan. Gotcha. Thank you, my friend. Like Maytag. Gotcha. 3-1 to Henderson. Hitters count. 2 on. The pitch. This one's drilled right field. It's up there. Stay up. It's gone. Bye. Bye. Birdie. They are dancing in the aisles, Oriole fans, at the Trop. A 3-run bomb from Gunnar. Home run number 20 on the season. And the Orioles have put themselves ahead 5-0. Everybody relax. And there is a huge, huge contingency of Oriole fans in this otherwise sparse crowd. And they are hyped. Gunnar heads down the dugout, high-fiving his way to the homer hose. There you go, folks. Gunnar with number 20. A line drive shot that got out of here in a hurry. Matan. All right, whatever. See, you should have put it M-A small and then ton bigger, because I was going to, it's either Matan or Matan. You did it the wrong way, my friend, the first time. You emphasized the May. Ah, forget it. We're winning. 0-2 on Adley. He lifts one that was low, up in the air, but it's not going to get out of here. Couple steps in front of the track. Lowe makes the catch. 1 out in the 9th. And I guess I can go off the sub screen. We're sort of not in a rally at this point. Take a look at what's happened here. 3 runs in the 9th inning. All in a 3-run shot from Henderson. I mean, the Orioles. It's such a perfect day. Here's Mountie. He fouls one off. The only thing imperfect is, let's just hope Stowers has got a minor issue. I'm sure it's minor. It's got to be. I mean, there was no, like, contact injury. He must have sprained something throwing the ball or something. All right. 1-1 on Mountcastle now. 1 out, nobody on. 3 runs in. Cionel Perez is now up. Kimbrel takes a seat. Two and one on Mountie. Hit foul off to the right. 2-2. Folks, it's been a blast hanging out with you on this Saturday afternoon in the middle of the night here in Thailand. I think I was in the middle of saying before, folks, it just goes to show, again, I mean, I put this channel up with knowing that I might get some sort of feedback from fellow Oriole fans going, because there's no way for me to hide it. This is the only place I can do this. You're going to see sunlight and darkness at strange times. Eventually, people would put together the pieces and know that I'm nowhere near Baltimore. This pitch is low and away, full count on Mountcastle. So your boy was worried going into all this. Would people accept me being way over here on the other side of the planet? But hopefully, to balance that out, just knowing that your boy loves this team so much, I'm up at all hours, because I love my Orioles that much. 41 years waiting. And I put my money down that this is the season. This is it. 3-2 on Mountcastle. 1 out in the 9th. The Orioles. I should be able to pronounce the team I love. The Orioles, with a 5-0 lead. Mountcastle fouls one away. It's even cooler. Yeah, you know. I just wish there were a couple of other Oriole fans around here. There aren't. I get made fun of by a couple of Thai people for wearing a bird on my hat. They're like, you know, a bird will probably just poop on it. You don't need to give it a target or something to that effect. Here's a payoff pitch. Taken inside. Mountcastle draws a 1-out walk. And Matan, I've already forgotten. Am I right on that? Matan has walked a batter. He has not had a very good outing here. Hey, Austin Hayes. Hey, here's a pleasant surprise. Hayes is healthy enough to enter the ball game. So you can take away the day-to-day for Hayes. Maybe we will see him in tomorrow's lineup. Country, I am originally from Maryland. Mayton. I said that once and then somebody recorrected me again. All right, Mayton. Matan. You guys can't even agree. Now we're back to the dress argument from 2 hours ago. Hey, 98 likes. There's something to talk about. 2 more likes, folks, to hit 100 for the first time on one stream. Late line drive, fair ball down the left field line for Hayes. How about this? Mountcastle's hitting third. He'll stop. And Hayes has a 1-out double on a pinch hit. Austin Hayes is back in the mix. Don't you forget about Hayes. Don't you forget about Hayes. Second and third, 1 out. It's Maymatan. It's Maymatan. At this point, wow, 100 likes. We've got a pitching change just in time for me to go over and brag. Hey, everybody. Hey, folks. In honor of the legendary Rex Barney, public address announcer for your Baltimore Orioles, thank you. Honestly, guys, that really means a lot. That's another milestone for the channel. Over 100 likes. Over 2,000 people checking in. Fantastic. And even David threw me $1. What more do you want, folks? We've got a pitching. Oh, I'll tell you what more we need. Beverage. My throat is giving out. Folks, just to let you guys know, I do come from a sports writing background. I've also got media production experience and a little bit of broadcasting experience, but never have I ever been a professional sports play-by-play person. This is new ground for me. I understand I might not be like a professional, but I feel like there's some raw talent here. I got to admit it. It's there. It's just there. So, I'm only going to get better at this, which is good news. I've already got the best home run call in the business, Bye-Bye Birdie. Why no other Oriole announcer ever used it before is beyond me. I'm a genius. What else? Let's see. Wait a minute. Am I enjoying too much of myself now? I get 100 likes and now I'm just self-congratulatory. I apologize. Why can't I be humble? Anthony Santander is jogging off for some reason. Are we having a pinch runner? What's going on? Where is he coming from? What's he doing? Somebody coming in to run for him? Westburg's at the plate. Did Santander make an out? There must have been an out that I missed. They came back. Yeah, there was a pitch. Folks, the TV came on. Santander made a first pitch out. All they showed us was him jogging back to the dugout. And apparently, however he got out, the runners, nobody could score. That's unfortunate. I honestly couldn't tell you. I just know that Santander made an out on the first pitch. The broadcast did not return until they showed you Santander just jogging back to the dugout. I saw him jogging away. I'm like, was he on base already? They pinch running? What are they doing? 1-1 pitch to Westburg is swung on and missed. And the count is 1-2. Oh, no. The Red Sox are getting beat up. The Yankees are on later tonight, right? 1-2. And that's a called strike 3? Blue, what are you smoking? Hey, Blue, I know you're down in Florida. I know they get a little weird down there. With the bath salts and that blue stuff and I know things get a little weird down there in Florida. Maybe some moonshine. I don't know. But whatever you're imbibing on there, buddy, you might want to get that taken care of because that was an awful call. End of the inning, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the Orioles put up 3 huge runs to take us to the bottom of the 9th. We need 3 outs, folks. And we're right back into a winning streak of 2 in this 4-game series. Since we are heading to the bottom of the 9th, folks, just to let you know, you don't have to run right after the last out. I'll be going over tomorrow's pitching matchup, start time, get you guys all prepared for that. Hold on, I got to adjust the cushion on my non-existent butt. All right. Yeah, so stick around. Maybe one more look at the out-of-town scores. Yeah, Boston is getting thumped. They're about to lose to the White Sox for the 2nd day in a row. Ouch. Milwaukee with a 1-run lead over the Tigers in the bottom of the 8th. Final scores, well, I'll just tell you who won and lost. Nationals over the Braves. Pirates beat the Twins. Giants over the Rangers. Toronto shut out Oakland. Cincinnati edges the Cubs. Kansas City doubles up the Mariners. Colorado squeaks by the Cardinals, and everything else is later. In fact, in about 40 minutes, first pitch Dodgers and Yankees. Cionel Perez on the mound. 16th appearance of the season, 1-0 record, ERA 4.130. Out there to face a lefty at the plate, and first pitch is fouled back. Who do we have up here hitting right now? Pinch hitter for Jackson, I would assume. Or is that Richie Palacios, and we've already made an out? Perhaps I'm a little bit behind on the scoreboard here. 0-1 pitch, and that is Palacios. He grounds it to second, and it's going to be an easy play. Norby to first for the out. 1 down in the 9th. And boy, my voice is cracking like Peter Brady right now. And folks, can you see now the sunlight starting to come up behind me here? Can you see it? I have been with you through the night. All through the night. BW's here, calling you this game. We got any Cyndi Lauper fans out there? Jackson at the plate. He fouls one away. That's right, all through the night. I've been here. Oh, 1 to Jackson. Uh-oh. I might have to mute the mic. I've got a coughing fit. Hold on a sec. All right. That might have gone down the wrong pipe. Swing and a miss. Jackson goes down on strikes. 3 pitches. See you later. Overpowered by the Perez heat at the top of the zone. Sit down. 97 on the gun. 2 out in the 9th. Folks, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Here's Yandy Diaz. At the plate, he takes a breaking ball for a called strike. Diaz led off the day for the Rays at the plate with a hit. They've only had 1 since. And this ball is now going to be a 3rd hit. Line past the diving glove of Norby in the right center for a 2-out single. This game is not quite over yet. That'll get Brandon Lau to the plate. Now you can see that sunlight. Once it starts coming up, it comes up fast. It wakes me up. That's why I'm normally up at this hour. That's why I don't mind doing the ball games that are 7 o'clock your time, because I'm up normally now. I don't know where that pitch missed. That first pitch to Brandon Lau looked good to me, but the umpire, who stinks, says ball 1. Next pitch is fouled back 1-1. I think somebody was throwing out the name Chuck Thompson. I can't hold a candle to Chuck. I don't think he'd go 1-1 on a pitch called a ball because the umpire stinks. He's a little more professional. This one is swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Perez. 1 strike to go. And the Oriole fans in the stadium are making noise. Let's go O's. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Perez comes in and shuts the door, and the Orioles put a stamp on it. 2 wins in 2 at the Trop. This one, a complete display. Yes, the offense took a while to finally cash in some runs late, but folks, we're talking about, from a pitching perspective, a shutout, giving up 2 hits. From a hitting perspective, 5 runs. That's what we average. What do you want? It took a while, but we got there. On 9 hits. Yeah, we left Tim in on base. It stunk. But no errors. Defense was good. What else you got? You had Ryan O'Hearn. You got to give him player of the game with that home run. I mean, Gunnar had the 3-run shot, but I mean, O'Hearn, he had the 2 hits today, and that first run is the game-winning RBI. That used to actually be a stat, folks. Did you know that? Game-winning RBI used to be a stat that people would track, but nobody really does that anymore. Kyle Bradish gets the win. He'll move to 2-0. These win-loss records are not updated on ESPN. He came in with a 1-0 record, so if he won this, he's 2-0. Taj Bradley takes the loss. Again, your offense, a Ryan O'Hearn solo shot in the 4th inning. Then finally, the offense picked it up in the 8th and 9th. An RBI triple from Jordan Westburg, and then the 3-run homer from Gunnar, his 20th of the season. So he's got to be right up there at the top of the leaderboard. I'm sure Aaron Judge probably got 21 or more. But he's up there. And, yeah, pretty complete performance all the way around. We only had to use 2 guys from the pen, so they should be nice and fresh tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, let's take a look at what time and who's going to be on the mound and all that happy stuff. Ryan O'Hearn, by the way, just got some water down his back as he's being interviewed. Colton Cowser, once again, delivering the mini splash. I mean, that was a Dixie cup of water. We're doing little fun-sized splashes. All right. What am I looking at here? Tomorrow. Hey, I'll just be on again later today, sort of, for me. We've got a 1:40 p.m. start time on Sunday, folks. That means I'll be on the air at 1:30. Will you come back and join me? Because guess what? We got 99 games to go. 99 problems, but a path to the postseason ain't one. You heard? You heard? Let's see who's pitching. Grayson's going to be on the mound. He's got 6 wins, folks. He's going for number 7. This man might be at 10 wins before we get to the All-Star break. He'll be up against Zach Littell. And, yeah, that's your matchup. Come on back tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. That's right. I got Jay-Z bars. I'm a man of many talents, jack of all trades, master of absolutely none, except love of Orioles baseball. Folks, I've had such a great time with you. It seems like Charm City Chat is rocking at an all-time high. I mean, people are making friends here. People are getting to know each other. Folks, I'm going to ask you one favor. If you guys live in the Baltimore area, if you go out to the ballpark, spread the word. Spread the word about this channel here. It's another place to go. If you're a fan of Orioles baseball, it's interactive. It's a little more chill. It's not so corporate. You just got a regular guy over here doing his thing. So spread the word, why don't you? Let's grow this thing. Let me try and just run down every name I can as quickly as possible. If you guys are already out the door, understandable. I'm just so happy to have you here today. Robert, thank you so much. You're late to the party, my friend, but you made it in time to get the first thank you. So well timed. Parkery, Shantae, Country, Baxter, Jay, Gerald, Curtis, Matt, GP3, Melanie, welcome to the membership club, my good hun. Base, Christina, thanks again for helping out with modding. Mr. Hyde, Kenneth, so many people. I mean, it's great. Every game now I'm meeting more and more new names. It's going to be so much more harder to really get to know everybody. Folks, if you throw out one comment at the end of the game, throw out another one in the middle of the game when it's boring. Get to know me a little bit. Say hello. I want to get to know you. I'm not going to probe you, but like Paul here. Paul, look at this grouping. Chuck Thompson, John Miller, and me. I will be in that group all day. Hey, Bodie, thanks for being here. Curtis, I'm going to give you guys as much thanks as I can get. William, thanks so much. Talk to Tackett. Judy, good to see you. Popping in. Dan, he's laughing about something. Chris, oh, by the way, the 100 likes too. Can't forget about that. Thanks so much. Jay, Real Nomad Unloaded. Folks, it's amazing at this point. I can't keep up. Biggins, I can't keep up. It's too many people. There's too many men and too many people making too many problems. But one of those problems aren't my Orioles. I'll tell you why, because we're going to the World Series. All right, I just made up some Genesis lyrics on the spot. It's just something I do. Okay, folks, that's it for me. One more time. Tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Get your butt on over here. Grab a cold one, and let's watch the Orioles take another ball game. Grayson Rodriguez on the mound. Until then, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Have a good rest of your Saturday, everybody.